This is a Manjula Pothos. This plant was discovered in a commercial greenhouse near Mumbai, India in 2010. Hi there, welcome and welcome back to our channel. My name is Mommy G. Our Manjula has been with us for about 15 months. We bought it in March last year and it grew steadily as the months go by. Eventually, we were able to pull it, and pulling a photos is usually done to mature the plant. In the process, it produces bigger stems as well as bigger leaves. Today, we will be propagating our Manjula. So, come join us. Our Manjula, which started as a leaf cutting, has now grown to about 8 feet as a vine, and the biggest leaf has grown to about 4 inches in length, as you can see. The internode spacing of this plant is about 2.5 inches. To propagate this plant, we will first cut a portion of the vine using our handy scissor. Once this is done, what we will make are one-leaf propagations. Like other photos varieties, our propagation can be rooted in soil or in water. So we have there our pot as well as our small glass with water. Now we can make those one-leaf cuttings. Make sure that each of your cutting has at least a leaf, a stem, and a root. Usually, I leave at least 2 nodes in the topmost cutting so as to ensure that it survives. Now we are ready to root our cuttings. For the soil mix, I use garden soil. Sometimes I add about 1/8 of carbonized rice hull and some pumice in there, or I just keep it at 100% garden soil. When you plant the propagations or cuttings, make sure that you submerge the entire node or stem of the plant. The roots and new plants usually grow out of the plant's node. We will also be rooting some of our propagations in water. Usually what I use is just a small shot glass and I fill it with about half of water and I submerge the entire root. We will leave the propagation there until it develops new root, and we'll just add in more water as the water is used. Most of my photos propagations are directly in soil. The advantage of that is that the root created is fit for the soil mix. Well, that in water, when this plant roots and you plant it in soil, it will have to develop roots that's fit for the soil. It's also nice to use these cuttings as a display in your space. It easily brightens the space. For our other cuttings, it will be placed in an area that is shaded and we will just water it on a daily basis and allow it to grow as well as new plants. Manjula is often confused with enjoy and pearls and jade. So let me show you how those other photos look when compared to Manjula. This is our photos enjoy. As you can see, the shape of the leaf is quite different and it has smaller leaves compared to Manjula. Here we have our photos enjoy on the right and Manjula on the left. Now let's look at the pearls and jade photo. This is our pearls and jade photos. It's close to the enjoy, except that this one has a lot of marbling and blotches on its leaf. Here is our enjoy and pearls and jade side by side. Enjoy on the left, pearls and jade on the right. Let me share some care tips for photos in general. Number one, we use a soil mix of garden soil, sometimes mixed with carbonized trisol or pumice. We usually just use a small pot to keep the soil and we plant our photos there. It is important to use a well draining soil mix, and also if you like to water your plant on a daily basis, then just use a small pot so as to ensure that your plant will not experience root rot because of overwatering. We live in a tropical country, which is the Philippines, and our photos plants are grown outside in a area that is receiving as much indirect sunlight as possible. We've grown quite a bushy Manjula by allowing it to trail on a pole. This is a 3 feet pole, and we just allowed it to grow up. And after it reached the top most of the pole, we tie it to grow downwards in the pole. And you repeat the process until the entirety of the pole is filled with the Manjula leaves. You may also take cuttings of Manjula for display on your space, like this one. That's it. We hope that you enjoyed this video and you learned something. We also invite you to subscribe to our channel for more plant videos. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!